Hello, welcome to my channel. My the time now is 2:44 Saturday, May the 28th a.m. My topic is a day about the Texas shooting when all those children and teachers lost their lives senselessly for a crazed out person. My condolences goes out to all the families, and I have prayers for everybody. That's terrible. I had things happen in my family like that, to violence, to unnecessary things. So I just want to give a prayer to all of those who lost their life. I'm sorry for the families who have to go to that. Nobody wants to lose a family member, especially a child. And my other topic goes out to um, something I've been wanting to discuss for a while. Um, I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about other things that I must address. Uh, it's about people in general, and I must give praises to the Most High. Don't forget Him. Um, I want to talk about things that people don't know. I have seen, and I'm not the only one. Have seen things to talk to people. I have met people. You know, I have talked to other Native Americans. I talked to Apache when I was working Foxwood, and some of them say the same things that I say. When people ask where do y'all come from, they said from the sky people. That means a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people are not descended from Africa as they keep letting people believe and stuff like that. The creator, like I said, for the creator gave special angels, yes, special angels, ability to create other people. That's why when you hear Indians say, when you ask Indian where he come from, some of them will say from the sky people. They was created by some other being, not the higher being authority, but they was created by other people. And I have met people and I have talked to other people who said the same thing. I have met people that had told me that there's a lot of people walking around that's real old, but they won't reveal themselves. Or they did. The government would be trying to experiment on them, ask them why they here. Like my mother's people, they've been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And if everybody keep believing that everybody is not, that give me pissed. I hear people be saying that natives is watered down, that they not who they is. Well, they're not who they is. Why do all Native Americans have a language that they spoke, and the other people that come here they don't speak? No, I guarantee you, I'm not being racist. I guarantee you, where I live at, not one person in this neighborhood can speak Native American. Because where did the language come from if they know who they say they is? All natives have their own language. And like my mother's people have been here a long time, but I have met people and talked to people that told me. I met a man at Foxwood. He told me he was 1,000 years old. He said, but I won't reveal myself. He looked like a man 70. I won't reveal myself. If he did, people would be trying to experiment on the government, be chasing him. I just talked to him. I don't know where he come from, but he started talking to me and another Chinese lady, and we were looking at him like that. And I do believe that's true. There's a lot of people live here because there was two brothers. I forget who they were. Two Asian brothers. They lived to be 250 years old. They was in the Guinness Book of Records. So that's a long time to live. The other one died in 1970. So they've been here a long time. It explains why some people can. You have some people walking around today. I mean, that's not really old, but that's a blessing. Some people walking around today. We knew a lady that was 124 years old. That's very old. But things people don't understand. I had people say, and my grandmother was very light. I guess she was watered down. As people keep saying, my grandmother was a Shoshone Indian. She had auburn brown hair, and she was like an olive complexion. She had light greenish eyes like that. But that's what I'm trying to say. There's things people that don't know, and they try to act like uh, natives know who they say they is. I'm speaking for all natives because I know what my mother told me. I have talked to people. I have seen portals, everything, and we have seen that right around here in Connecticut. It's a street that I used to take my neighbor down, and every time I look over at this is a vacant lot right across the street, and that street is very weary. It's dark all the time, and I always get like a funny vibe when I go down that street. And when I look to the left, it's like I don't know when y'all know what I'm talking about. They used to have drive in, like you sit in your car and watch the movie from a drive in. They call them drive in. That's what I be looking at. It looked like I thought it was a. I said, oh, they put the drive through back, but I'm looking at another dimension, and the people actually stop and look at me, so I keep driving. So let me be a different setting every other night, because I take her to her daughter's house from Monday to Friday. We always leave out of here about 3:15 in the morning, and she get over there. We don't go that way because she don't like me to go that way. I don't think she likes those things. But that's like it's showing you things like from the past and future. So it's very difficult to explain to some people. Like um, a girl said once to me, she said, "You're very dark to be an Indian." And I just told her, I said, "It didn't that because you ain't been, been around too much, you know." It's, I try to tell people. Some people think if you have dark skin, oh, he's not that I'm taking anything from the Bible. It's like people they can worship how they want to. I never knock nobody's religion. That's only God can do that. I hear people talk about vengeance. Only God. They always say, "Let the Lord seek vengeance." Vengeance. But people like to be hard headed, and that's why I told my son. I listened to this lady talk on YouTube, but some things she's saying she got good points. When you cuss and want something to happen to somebody else, don't you know you could bring that negativity around you and it can happen to you? I know a man was talking around the church and he told me his son kept talking about I want this person killed. And a week later he said his son got shot and killed. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta be careful what you say. Like the guy did that stuff in Texas, he just was a mixed up person killing those innocent children. Something was possessing him, and that's why I be saying by me being a native, I don't almost just stop saying Native American. Like I said, for anybody being an American, uh, I'm gonna say indigenous. And no, my people wasn't watered down like they keep talking about. When you see Indians with straight hair, you have Indians with coarse hair and stuff like that. I don't know what this thing about hair and color and stuff like that. Like people was asking me sometimes, "Oh, that's your real braids?" And I just say, "Yeah." Some people yank them real hard, try to see where they come off. And my wife said, "Let people put your hands on your head." 'Cause that's one thing about Jewish people. They don't. Their wife would never shake another person's hand, only her husband. And people get all bent out of shape because they think she's being a racist. No, she don't want to shake your hand because your hands is not clean to her. She only shake her husband's hand, and I don't know too much about it, but like that's what I'm trying to say. I just don't like certain things, and like I was saying, I'm speaking about everything today, but I just felt bad about the children and the teacher and stuff like that. And if that guy that did all that shooting, somebody in his family had to be a white supremacist, or 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 he could have just started looking at things on the internet, and start hating people. Like some people look at things like they see people of color getting hung by their necks and stuff in the 1800s. So he just get the feel for stuff like that. But God always deal with people like that. I can't even say because I'm not none of him. I don't think his body. I don't think his soul would enter heaven because he didn't repent or nothing. He just went buck crazy and killing those innocent people like that, especially children, didn't even notice this fool. And I shouldn't even say that. my judgment. I can't judge nobody because I'll be judged. I let God take care of that. I'm just feeling bad for the families. I seen one little girl was planning her little birthday. Her mother said she even had picked out her dress, and this guy did do a heinous, horrible act like that to children. That's going to school to learn, and he turned it into a war zone. But like I said, my heart goes out to all who lost. I've lost too, and stuff like that. I just, to get me upset to talk about something like that. But I just wanted to touch on that and touch on other things, without talking about natives and and these audit people. I throw them in there too. I just don't like to them because I know a lot of them. Uh, like I see one guy always talking about he's kind and courteous. He's not. Only time he's kind and courteous is the person giving him respect. But once the person don't show that respect, he start calling them out their name. That's why I said the press ain't hardly got nothing to do with that. They jealous of the press, otherwise they wouldn't keep bringing them up all the time when they go in these places and stuff like that. And you do have to have credentials too. I seen them show the credentials on television, and they would say that they gather on a store. What store? Y'all go there really to harass people on their job, stuff like that. And I seen what they did. They did so harass this man so bad. And why you gonna pick on a soldier, and stuff like that? He's causing that Jolo stupid behind walking around with them little cell phone trying to harass and annoy people and say y'all ain't doing. Y'all do so go to these places and y'all want a confrontation. The first thing they say, we not trying to start a confrontation. Yes, you is. Y'all look for a reaction. Y'all be dying for a person to react. Then when the person will pay them some attention, I've seen them interact with people and the person ignore them and I said, if you don't like cops, stay the hell away from them. Why y'all always go where they at? Because y'all be looking for reaction. Who goes to a damn precinct at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's still dark outside? They go in there to arrest them. That's why they got arrested. You all in the parking lot, and I don't answer questions. They don't answer questions. A lot of them are felons their own self. That's why they try to play this dumb thing. I don't answer questions. And they always tell me, you want respect, you gotta give you have to if you want respect, you have to respect other people. They don't even respect themselves. That's why a lot of times you can't get through to none of them. They always try to down like the cops. And I mean I know you got bad cops and you got good cops, but they don't seem to think that they're trying to say, oh we because they didn't they would be saying the fire department is the real hero. I say it again, I take up for good cops and stuff like that. Cause a lot of cops have died in a line of duty. So I'll be like saying, shame on you. They always talking about shame on y'all for even thinking like that and stuff like that. All this nonsense and stuff like that. It ain't nothing about money. That's why they doing that. They make money, so they found an easy way to make money by hustling that First Amendment. That First Amendment is a hustle. It's all about money, and I don't give a damn what none of them say. I would go one on one with one face to face, and I'm not saying all of them like that. I've seen some good audit audits people, but most of them, to me, they not no good. And they always talk about people with makeup on. I don't know that, and they were talking about how many views they got. So what? What that gonna scare somebody? Some people will get scared. That's why the cops act a certain way when they get around y'all, because they know y'all are trying to look to ruin their reputation. Or when you can't get y'all way, y'all tell y'all silly viewers or supposed to be like y'all fans to flood the station, calling in the station. Then pull something really happen, a crime they can't get through. Go, you're idiots. People are calling into the police station. Yeah, we went there, come take it off the force. And while y'all doing that, a person could be calling, trying to get through, and y'all flood the stations. And y'all don't be thinking about that. Y'all can be causing somebody's life too. And when y'all somebody tell the cops, go back inside, y'all treat them like that. Y'all they your house pets like they're so evil and that y'all hate them. So since this new thing comes on, come about, we can film cops. We gonna make them feel miserable. That's why the cop probably act like that in front of y'all. And like I said before, a cop told me they have so much time on their hand. Yeah, their children can know the First Amendment because y'all sit and practice that every day. You know them because y'all practice every day. So if you can't look bad on your own child, if you don't know the First Amendment, you make yourself look bad. So that's why they were trying to make the cops look bad. If you see what cops do, you don't be out there. You're probably getting shot at, and they see bodies in the street. And my uncle, when he was a state trooper, he seen all that stuff. And he said, it's hard to remember the first and all of up to the 10th amendment because you seen what I say. See, he said, if you seen what I saw, I seen people heads blown out. You know, the back of their head. He said that's a lot for a cop to take. And y'all don't care about nothing like that. All y'all care about is trying to make him look bad. And y'all use y'all cameras for a weapon. I don't give a damn what y'all say. A camera is so a weapon. Cameras have got people killed. And like I heard one of them said, I was watching one of his videos the other day, and I'm not even saying no name, but they know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to start no feud. I'm not trying to get viewed. If I was, I'd be doing what y'all doing out in the street, going and harassing people at their jobs. I don't do that. I stay right in my house and do my stuff right from here. So I'm not trying to get clout or something like that. I'm just trying to be fair, like sponsors. I like to have a sponsor might sponsor me because I'm trying. I'm also going to start my Taekwondo Federation Foundation because once you get a black belt in karate, you start your own foundation. You just got to get the resources and people. So when I move from here, I want to get like a one family house for me and my wife and son, and I'm gonna turn my garage one side will be for my car, one side will be for my karate school. So that's another time, but it'll happen. But it takes time. You just have to have money and stuff like that, and that's what I'm saying. I I respect anybody. I like to look at other people's culture. I don't downplay their culture just because it doesn't say what you say. Y'all always say our culture is the original culture. People can practice their culture any way they want to. I find it fascinating when I look at other people's cultures and stuff like that. But some people, like some people, if it's not in the Bible, it's not real. Just because something is not recorded in the Bible, that don't mean it really didn't happen. It's like this is not recorded in the Bible, but I know I'm not the only one. There's hundreds of people tell me they have talked to people that's very, very old. Those people that don't come out, they have a job and everything, go to work, got a social security number and stuff like that, birth certificate, all that stuff. They was born from somebody, but they don't reveal who they are because they don't want to be no lab rat. If you told somebody you was 800 years old, you know you would be people be chasing you and trying to find out why you live that long, where you come from. If you want to know if you're evil or bad, why you here, you know all that stuff. I wouldn't reveal myself either if I was old like that. I'd be 64, July 27. Not this month, the next month that's coming in, and people tell me I look like a man, uh, 40 years old or 30. I said, well, thanks for the compliment. I don't think I look that young, but thank you for the compliment. I just don't try to live myself right. You know, I don't drink, smoke. I never been. I try to stay on the good side of the law. I don't want to be on the bad side, but once you get in that system, it's very bad for you. That's why I tell my son, when you go to work, do not call your boss. That's what these other people like to call themselves. I'm your boss. You work for me. Then you treating people like they in Nazi Germany by disrespect. You know the way they talk to people. They have no regard for life or another. If somebody telling you they're in a witness protection program, uh, I would say, why you talking to me? Yeah, because the person could see him. I mean, a person in the witness protection program, they can go out and they got to be very careful when they go around. And I see y'all a lot of times, y'all see y'all put children in y'all videos. I see children all in y'all video, they be standing, the camera be right on him. Little boys, little girls, like 4 and 5 years old. and I don't see y'all angle your camera at a different way. And I do see a lot of times y'all may not know it when you go in the post office. I see your camera sometimes it's fixed right on the screen when people got their personal information up on the screen. Then they try to say they don't know. They probably know and don't give a damn. That's why they know they can get away with a lot of stuff. But eventually, nothing stays the same forever. Something gonna change. Like I said, y'all better be prepared for the future because that's why y'all ain't gonna be able to audit and go in places and mess with people like that. People trying to do their job, they want to have a nice day. They don't need all that aggravation and stuff. I see how they talk to that soldier, those two, it was a lady soldier and a man, so they're sitting there minding their own business. You gonna go right up to them and stuff like that. They wouldn't, and yeah, somebody filming, I wanna know why you filming me too. And I see the stupid stuff they do. The hell y'all going parking? You don't see no press go in the parking lot, the real press, go in the police parking lot and film cars. I don't even know what the purpose of that for. Y'all looking all in their cars and at the license plate. Who does stuff like that? Y'all just assign yourself to stupid stuff. And to me, it's dumb. I don't understand why they do that, but I'm not trying to bad downplay somebody. That's what they like to do. That's what they like to do. I'm not going to go do nothing like that. It's like when I work, I didn't like my boy because his foreman, like the boss is an overseer, the foreman is under the boss, so they both got the same, almost same title. So that's what they do. And I be telling them, I know they don't give a damn, but they like the word boy. They're not gonna look up and see what it really means. It's a bad word, and they act just like all other bosses that's underneath, supposed to be underneath them. They was like, ah, I want to do a complaint for him. And sometimes the cops probably get tired of dealing with y'all because it's only common courtesy. But I know y'all don't have courtesy like that. But if you did, y'all was, when the cop asked y'all, "Who are you?" Some of them just stand there and won't say nothing. And but because he's because a cop is a servant, y'all treat him like he's a slave. He got no, you got to answer me. And like the cop told me, he said, when we have a stop. And so them ask what's going on, he won't have to tell them a damn thing, what you doing to answer them. Then they get mad. I'm your boss. I'm your boss. Don't forget that they try to rub that in a cop's face. And one cop out here told me he don't even care what they say. So always asking for your badge number. And then all of them always pretend something wrong with them when they get arrested. Oh, my arm! I got medical problems, and all that's a bunch of BS, and stuff like that. They try to get their viewers to feel sorry for them and be on their side. Who would do something like that? Tell your people to call the precinct and flood the precinct with like thousands of calls. Don't you know that a person can be getting shot or killed and a 911 person can't get through because y'all flooding the station? But they don't care because that's how they hate cops. I don't care what nobody says. I seen the way telling them to talk, telling the cop to go with F himself, that y'all supposed to be the press. Press that y'all talk like little wannabe thugs and gangsters. That's how they talk. And when a person, like I said, when a person tell a person don't talk to the police, that's mean like you must be a criminal. Cause y'all agree with that when they be saying don't talk to the cop. Only a criminal would say something like that because he know he done did something foul and messed up. I would never say that because, like I said, well, gonna be a time. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but there's gonna be a time when they gonna somebody in their family gonna get hurt and they gonna have to call them. We don't need the cops. So why, if y'all don't need the cops, why y'all always go where they at? See how they contradict themselves? If you don't like the cops, come out. I don't want to talk to the cops. Y'all sure like to go where they at. Even when y'all see them on the street, first thing y'all see, y'all like blood suckers. Soon as you see a cop, let's go. He doing. He probably violating this man's right. You don't know that man could be a murderer that he just pulled over. That happened one time. They said to YouTuber, he was this the cop. I don't know how many years ago it was. It was not maybe about 7 years ago, and they said this guy got pulled over, and here come this audit person come up there, and right away he thought the cop had violated the man's rights. So y'all just walking the situation. Y'all, I don't see none of y'all speak about stuff like that. I mean, that was bad what happened. I don't wish that on nobody's family. How come y'all ain't covering that? That's a story. The real news was there when those children got shot and killed. But no, y'all so obsessed with harassing post office people and courthouses and all that crap. That's not important. What y'all do, I think it's a bunch of horse manure. Because y'all I see some of them don't even know how to film. The camera be swinging back and forth like this. They don't have a steady hand, and they don't leave the camera on something long. I'll be trying to read something they be posting, or like if they see something on the wall, they just browse through it. That's not photography. They don't, and to me, some of them don't know how to film. You see real cameramen, they have a steady camera, and it's not because they have like a $10,000 camera. They went to camera school and they know how to hold a camera. Y'all, I see a lot of them got bad angles. They don't put the camera up on the person they talking to, or and they be in the hall. That's why the guy said I had to speed up some of their footage because you get about a half an hour of bull in feminine hallways and ceilings and stuff like that. What is all that for? And one cop, she gonna say, you don't know why a cop is double parked. And they tell sometimes a cop if you're an emergency, suppose somebody could be getting shot in the building. That's why I know a lot of them don't care. Suppose somebody got shot in a building and the cop don't have time to park his car proper. He double park. He got to run in the building. But if he park his car the right way, the person could be dead. But that's why I'm saying they were trying to make something out of everything. Oh, this guy's double park. And I seen one. I don't watch about 30 or 40 of these people, and a lot of them do the wrong thing. The cop ran in the building, and right away he was getting the plate number and trying to tell other cop. They roll up on the scene. They didn't know what's going on. If somebody in the building trying to stab somebody, the cop's not going to have time to park his car right. He got a double park. 'Cause by the time he park his car in a park, I have a lot of other cops with double park. You don't even know why he's doing that. It could be a reason, or he's a cop. He can do that if it's an emergency. Somebody could be getting stabbed. But no, y'all gotta try to ridicule the cop and all this stuff. And I know a lot of them can read it. I can't read that. That's a bunch of crap. If I was a cop and they told me they couldn't read my badge number, I was gonna go back to school and stuff like that because I ain't falling for y'all BS. Like a lot of times I'm medically exempt. They don't show no paper because they be lying their ass off. That's why they don't. I asked the doctor that this sometime, but he's a lot of people say they medically exempt and they not. Oh boy, that's what I want to talk about, but I meant to throw them. I just get angry at them. My wife said, well, "Stop watching them." But as you watch them, you get more angry. I'm focused on Texas and these other states that people lost loved ones to some nutty behind person. Um, and when his friends were saying that that boy that shot those children in Texas, they were saying I seen one of them interview the way he used to be friendly with him. He said he had to stop being friendly when he was weird. That's a sign right there. If somebody had said something earlier, um, that could have been probably prevented. They probably could have been looking into what he was planning and stuff. But that's all I have to say for now. I want to get more into that too. Like people trying to say that Indians are watered down. That bothered me. It hurt me because everybody to think that everybody um, that people from Africa like created everybody, and that's not true. That's why going back to my people. Uh, a person can have thick hair, that don't mean that he's African American. A lot of white people got thick hair. So what do you say about that? People gotta stop all this hatred. Your life is very short, and some people's lives is very long because they don't what the Creator told them to. That's why these people walk around here that's 500 and 600 years old or village, so they know people experiment with them. If I was that old, I wouldn't tell nobody either. But I know my grandmother was an Indian. She even spoke her native language. I never met her. I seen pictures of her and stuff like that. and she didn't look watered down to me. Uh, Everybody now is claiming to be a Native American, but this man tells us that when those Africans try to cross somewhere, they got wiped out. They didn't even get a chance to come here. And I have seen things that people wouldn't probably believe or something like that. I have talked to spirits. My wife has too. We had them right in our house one day when she told me. My wife said she went in the kitchen. She forgot to left the gas on. She said she actually seen this gas knob turn itself off like somebody was standing watching over her. And that's what I wanted to say. Uh, I heard people say that other people here first if that was possible. I'm not taking nothing from nobody, but like people trying to discredit the Indian like they saying African American was here first. But I said if that's the case, I mean you can learn a language and say you that person. Yeah, guy said I'm white. He said I speak fluent Cherokee without meaning I'm Cherokee. That's what some people do. If that was the case, why none of them speak the native language if they've been here that long? Native American speaks over 50,000 dialects. None of these other people speak that unless you go to school and learn it. And stuff like that. I don't see nobody speaking that. Like a girl questioned this lady, she said, well, if you descended from Africa, why are you not speaking Swahili? And stuff like that. And a lot of Indians don't speak their language. Only the older people speak it sometimes, and the younger people, if they were still down with their culture. If you went to a school, an Indian school in Pennsylvania, where they stole those terms from their mothers and fathers, you wouldn't remember your language because they made them stop speaking it. But a lot of them still used to go at night and still speak it. That's why it's still there today. A guy asked me that question one day right on this block, trying to be funny, making fun of me to my, oh, you're a Native American. I said, yeah. He said, do you speak your native language? Do you? He put language down. You saying that I'm not who I am, I can say you know who you are. If you say you're African descent, why are you speaking Swahili? So don't ask me no dumb question like that. I speak Shoshone, but not fluent. I can speak it enough, for somebody to understand. My mother, she spoke it fluently. But she was really into her culture. My mother was born August 10th, 1919. She was from Garrison, Wyoming. But then my mother lived in Iowa, too, those two states. She got people living there. And I've met some of her family, but that was a long time ago. Maybe over 30 years ago. Back in 1972, I met a lady that she was my mother's relative. She was from a reservation, but I forgot which one she said. And she looked like my mother. My mother, it's a lady in a book, a Shoshone book, and I know that lady related to my mother. She looked just like my mother. They used to sell the books at this place where I used to work at a warehouse for art. When people they have arts and crafts, they come in and get native stuff. If they got a school project, I used to work in that place, and this lady looked just like my mother. She was sitting. Um, I'm gonna show you a picture. I gotta get the book again from this place, and I'll show it to you next time I do my channel. You can tell I'm getting sleepy because my voice get like it's getting heavier, and I start not making sense when I speak. So I'm gonna sign off now. My heart goes out to those children. I keep seeing all their faces. It's bothering me bad. And the mothers made me cry, and the fathers made me cry, and stuff like that. Man, my wife. Y'all see my wife one day. I'm trying to get her to come on my channel, but she hasn't been feeling good, and she has problems. Her retina and her eyes acting up. It's like she can't see good, so we have to go to the doctor. She probably have eye surgery and stuff like that. Don't play around your eyes. You only got one pair of eyes. So I'm signing off now, and I wish everybody in the four corners of the world, like an Indian, pray in four different directions. He's praying for peace around the I wish you would look at this video and take heed of what I'm saying. Stop cussing. When you cuss a lot, you do attract demons because Satan got a foul mouth, so everything he do is foul. Even his sex is foul. That's why um, he like foul stuff. Um, but anyway, I'm signing off. So I hope y'all like what I say. Um, you may not. I'm not looking to get views. I'm just talking to people like we're saying because I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. I think I said in my other video for me, like uh, it's a lot of things that and my wife wanted that was done to us too. If I get a sponsor, I'll be good. Foreigners come in, they get sponsored right away, like the Queen of England. I'm not being mean, but they do. So again, if you like this topic, share, like, and comment, and subscribe. So I'll talk to y'all another time. I gotta go to bed. I just fed my cat. He was driving me crazy. He wanted to eat, so I forgot that I gave him his food. He loves cold water. He gobbled it up, so I gotta go feed my other cat. I got two. I got a tuxedo. That's the cat. I got the black and white face. He got pretty green eyes. And my other cat is Smokey. We call him Smokey because he looked like gray smoke. He got tiger stripes all over his back, and you can see him. And he has a green and blue eye. All right. So I'll talk to y'all later. Danada Wado. Take care and have a blessed night. Thank you. And in my other language, Yaish. That means thank you. Good night.